Okay,
Ready?
yes.
Good afternoon. I'm Maggie McDaniel from the Plainfield Library. I'm going to make a book recommendation today, but first of all, I have a 17-page questionnaire, a scientific questionnaire, that I want to give to you first to make sure that you are an appropriate reader for this book that I'm going to recommend. All right, let's see. Why don't I try a few questionnaire questions? Number 1, do you have time to squeeze in one more light and breezy summer read before the homework drudgery starts? How about this one? Do you like to laugh? Well, here's a good question. Is your schedule flexible enough that you can afford to spend extra time reading a book that is terribly hard to put down? Oh, and here's a good question. Do you think you dislike love stories? But are you willing to try one that's quirky, enchanting, and hilarious, and written by a man? If you can answer yes to these questions, then maybe this is the book for you. It's called The Rosie Project, and it's written by Graeme Simsion. And it is about a man named Don Tillman, who is a genetics professor in Melbourne, Australia. Don is 39 years old, and he feels that it's high time he got married. However, he is socially inept, he's awkward, he's rigid, he's humorless. His entire life is incredibly micromanaged. If you think about it, you would realize that he's living somewhere on the autistic or Asperger's spectrum. But he's a very successful man. He's good at his job. He has 2 friends. And they both agree that, yes, it is time for him to start looking for a life partner, as he calls it. So he comes up with this questionnaire. Do you smoke? Not appropriate. Are you a vegan? No. Is your BMI more than 24? Forget it. And he's working on this questionnaire and taking interviewees, I guess is what you would call it, when into his office bursts a really vivacious and whirlwind of a young woman whose name is Rosie Jarman. And she's not coming in to take part in the Wife Project. She really is asking for his advice. All her young life, she has wondered who her real biological father is, and she understands that he's an expert on DNA typing, and she's wondering if she'll help him locate her biological father. And that is how the book starts, and the 2 of them get into more madcap adventures. Silly Rosie and rigid, uptight Don. What kind of couple are these 2 going to make? That's for you to find out. And the best part of the Rosie Project is that the author is working on a sequel. And I understand it's also been approved to be made into a movie. So everybody, before the summer is over, take a look and check out The Rosie Project by Graeme Simsion.